The Promised Land had its cinematic release in Australia in June 2024. I saw it on an especially chilly winter's evening in Melbourne. The film, an epic Nordic drama set in the 18th century, was mostly what I had expected, portraying something of the life of many who, in property theory scholarship, have been called property outsiders. They include bonded peasant farmers, women, people of colour, and of course children. The protagonist of this movie is a military captain who, being landless, is bound to fall in with these other groups of people. With the king's permission, the captain selects and settles on a piece of Danish heathland that all believe to be untamable. He nearly kills himself and does see others killed in his quest to prove otherwise, and he succeeds by planting, growing, and harvesting potatoes. One line of the movie struck me with particular force because, to my mind, it conveyed something that is true. It doesn't matter if he dies, because he doesn't exist at all, was the line. Indeed, I thought there was a real sense in which this landless man did not exist, because he was denied access to the very resource upon which his existence ultimately depended. If he had no recognized rights to dwell and derive subsistence from any land at all, then he simply had no right to exist. A landless person is, in a sense, disembodied, since no land belongs to him, nor he to any land. Landlessness is a situation in which it becomes difficult to see one's self, let alone to have one's self seen by others. Lest this be thought of merely as a philosophical argument, consider the recent decision of the Supreme Court of the United States in City of Grants Pass, Oregon, versus Johnson and others, the decision for which was handed down on the 28th of June 2024. That case concerned the constitutional validity of a municipal law which restricted encampment on public lands. To do so was contrary to that law, regardless of the fact that there was nowhere else within the municipality for the person to go. Putting aside the politics and even the correctness of that decision in law, a question by Justice Sotomayor was especially revealing as to the reality of landlessness. She asked, where do we put them if every city, every village, every town lacks compassion and passes laws identical to this? Where are they supposed to sleep? Are they supposed to kill themselves not sleeping? In her judgment, which was in the minority, Her Honour said of the municipal laws that they, in effect, operated to ban the person. This is a truth that is conveyed, at least to my mind, in the Promised Land. But another truth it conveys is that planting potatoes, or anything at all like it, no matter how few or seemingly trivial, is never as simple as a mere act of subsistence. It is rather an act of existence, sometimes of resistance, and always of personal sovereignty. To plant something in the earth is to overcome severance from, and thus be restored to, the land. It is an act of personhood. Human-land relationships are especially conducive to acts by which the human person says, as much as anything else, I exist.